Hello everyone, welcome back to your monthly reading for the month of July, August. We are already in August, you guys. Okay, you guys survived your July retrograde in Cancer. So moving on to August. Uh, we're looking forward to two eclipses. Okay, so there is a new moon solar eclipse, and that is happening in Leo. Okay, Leo, that would be on August 12th in the sign of Leo. And the next one is a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Okay, so the new moon solar eclipse will be in Leo, so that's solar eclipse August 12th. So that's the first one. And the second eclipse is lunar eclipse. The moon is gonna get eclipsed. The new moon, the first eclipse, is the sun is gonna get eclipsed, and the second one on August 28th is gonna get eclipsed in the sign of Pisces. All right, so new moon, okay, new moon solar eclipse. The sun will not give its light. And it's a new moon. So they always say that eclipse bring in its own crisis. All right. It could bring in its own crisis. Okay, so the moon in Leo, it's a new moon, so we are not, if it's an eclipse, we're not gonna see its effect until a few days or a few months after. So the new moon is when new inspiration comes in. Okay, like new inspiration, you feel invigorated to start something new, to you feel called to start something new. You get a new idea. Okay, you get a new idea of what you want to start in your own life. Like if you get a new idea of starting a creative pursuit or a creative business. Okay, you get a new idea all of a sudden of how you're going to start it, or what action you're gonna take to create a new movement or momentum, so that it can keep going, or so it can start its momentum. Okay, so when it makes its full moon in Leo, okay, so you're gonna look in your calendar when the full moon in Leo is that is when you're going to take, or you're going to see the culmination of that project, or the culmination of that job, or whatever you start during this day. Okay, so give it about 3 days before or 3 days after of this new moon. Okay, so this is gonna happen in August 12th. So when you receive that idea, okay, take action. Okay, make sure that that it's rooted in and good intentions. It's well intentioned for you, it's well intentioned for your community, it's well intentioned for those around you. Okay, and take action on the things if it pertains to your children, to your creativity, to your business, or this is um, maybe you're starting a new business, this is entrepreneurship, or this is self-employment, creativity, putting yourself in front of the camera, or creative art expression, painting, performing, dancing, being an actress, or being in the light, being in the spotlight. Okay, so whatever you're trying to create at this time, put it in action, and then look in your calendar where you see the full moon in Leo, and that is when you will see the culmination or the finished product of that idea. Okay, so say you're conceptualizing an idea, like what is it? You want to make headphones, okay? Or like you wanna re-innovate or innovate headphones, and you wanna sell them to people. During this time, you get an idea how you want to make this headphone, okay? And either you want something that has more immersive sound, okay? So you get an idea of how you're going to do that, or if you're trying to bring in more people, to pitch in more people, or to pitch this idea to more people, you're gonna get that idea August 12th, okay? And you're gonna see the culmination of a finished product, like you have it in, like you can hold it in your hand, or you have shared it in the world, or you release the product into a buyer, a store, and let's see the calendar. Full moon in Leo 2026. That would be, or that would be next year. So you would see the culmination of that idea in February 1st. Okay? In February 1st. Okay? You will see like come to light. Like now, like or you could be rearranging. This is also self-identity. Okay? This is happening collectively. This is to address yourself as, okay? And then in February 1st, it comes as like, ta-da, this is who I am. All right? Either as, or maybe you have like a or maybe you left the job, right? You left the job. You were maybe working as a or like a eyelash technician, or like a makeup guru, right? Say you left that job, and then on this day you want to make a product, okay? And then now after you release this, you become your own boss. Okay, now you have a product in a store. In full moon in Leo in 2007. Wait. Wait, hold on. What? So that would be, hold on, you guys. Let me double check. It's giving me. Oh no! Actually, that is going to be the full moon would be on January 22nd. Okay. So January 20. What did it say? For some reason, it was saying it is February 1st. But it isn't February 1st. Oh, that's 2026. Never mind, you guys. So full moon, the next full moon in Leo is gonna be January 22nd. Okay, January 22nd, 2027. Just make sure you guys check what time it is gonna be in your state or country. And somehow you become your own boss, all right? And you reintroduce yourself to the world as a CEO or not a makeup. No, you just left your job as a makeup artist. Now you made a product, okay? Now you made this product and now it's on the store, okay? So that's what that is. Or you become a mom, okay? Or this is when you, maybe you get, or what is it? Actually it's only about, maybe you find that you're conceiving, right? Okay, maybe you found that you are conceiving, and then in full moon in Leo you give a birth and now you become a mom, or now you have another child. What else? Yeah, because Leo is creation. Leo is yourself, the ego. Who do you identify as? Identity, creativity, performing, talent. Or it could also be a father, okay? Your sun sign is also your father, or yeah. It could also be government, okay? But government could also be represented by Capricorn. Mostly government is Capricorn. Because they're more like structure. Yeah. But Leo is more like kingship or monarchy. But it's more like me, like me. But like government is more like structure, restructuring society. It has more what is it called? It has a more organized structure of governing a city. Okay, she has more branches for Capricorn, but as a Leo, it's more like, no, there's only me. There's only me that rules this city. Yeah. Okay. So that is what is that new moon. But since this is a solar eclipse, this is something that maybe you are keeping underneath, or like keeping close to you, or like you're not letting people know just yet, okay? Yeah, because it's a solar eclipse. So there's a shadow on the sun. Or your emotion is blocking it. So the moon is in the middle of the earth and the sun. So you could feel like you're not ready to share it just yet. Okay. And in the next full moon, you would be ready to share it to the world. All right. And then the next full moon is happening in the lunar. It's happening. The eclipse is it's happening as a lunar eclipse. It's happening in the sign of Pisces. So Pisces rules spirituality, the unseen realm, the hidden realm, the life after death, the next life. It also rules dissolution, the dissolution of the form into the spirit. Or the dissolution of the form of the spirit. Okay. The ethers, spirituality, emotions, ocean, water, it rules your feet, toes, and pineal gland. So it's a full moon. So a full moon, the difference of this is the new moon. The first eclipse is happening on new moon. The second eclipse of the month on August 28th, it's a full moon. Okay, so a full moon reveals. Okay, a full moon reveals something, maybe regarding a Pisces. Something about their identity or who they are, or it reveals something about spirituality. Okay, about spirituality, or the ethers, or God, or but since it's a lunar eclipse, maybe only a few knows. Okay, since it's a lunar eclipse, the difference is that what you will know about Pisces compared to any other full moon that is not on eclipse. A full moon, you can see the full everybody can see of what the truth is about the person, or what is being revealed about a person, of what sign it's in, and also what's across it. Okay. Yeah, when we talk about moon, it always affects two signs. Okay, because that's the nodes of the moon. Because the moon is a luminary, so the sun that it's reflected on it, it also reflects back to Earth. It depends where the moon is when it's circulating the Earth. So since it's happening in an eclipse, maybe only an inner circle knows about this Pisces, or about a spirituality, or something will be revealed about their identity, who they are, or status, or like who they symbolize as, or something about spirituality will be known in their inner circle, or something about the ethers, something about God or Jesus, or will be known, but would only be like in like close proximity, or whoever is watching Pisces at that time. Okay, and it can happen 3 days before or 3 days after, and it also would be reveal something about a Virgo. It'll probably like reveal more for the Virgo, because the shadow is casting the eclipse is casting the shadow on the Pisces. Okay. So if it's a full moon, the earth is casting a shadow on the moon. So here's earth, and here's moon, and there's sun. So the earth is going to be blocking the light that will be casted on the moon. So then it's going to be a red blood moon. So it's going to be reddish, right? So there's a shadow. Okay, only a few will know about this Pisces, or about spirituality, Jesus, or what this is. And it's also going to reveal some about Virgo. So the moon could be in the sign of Pisces, and the opposite sign of Pisces is Virgo. So where would Virgo be? It's going to be here, and that is where the sun is going to shine light. You guys get what I'm saying? Right? So opposite of Pisces is Virgo. So while the sun is over here trying to shine its light, that light will expose something about Virgo. Okay. So Virgo be good, Pisces be good. Yeah. Okay, so what else? What else is happening? What else is happening? Let's see. You guys, Jupiter. Okay, so Jupiter is now in the sign of Leo also. So they're conjunct. So they're only like 1 degree apart from each other. There's a witch on my eye. Did I tell you guys before? And I have a hacker like trying to bug me all the time. Like trying to ruin the community, or the spiritual community. I don't like it. Trying to irritate me. Um, so Leo is in the sign. Okay, so Sun and Jupiter are there. You, the Leo could be feeling um, a lot of ego boost right now. Okay, they could be meeting someone. Um, Maybe it's their husband that is giving them a lot of ego boost. Okay, they're giving them a lot of ego boost and a lot of optimism, support, generosity as well. But that is also, or we could feel like we are getting a lot of our happiness from kids, creativity, and we want to expand our knowledge, or we want to teach children about spirituality at this time. Jupiter is currently opposing Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, so Pluto is it's like an instigator or like a someone that likes to look into things but beyond the surface level. Okay, they study patterns, they study what makes you tick, or they study your behaviors, or they know pattern recognition. Okay, they like to dig deep under the surface of why you do what you do. And this is opposing the self, or because we are currently, the sun is currently in Leo, so that is the self, the ego, who you say you are and who you represent yourself to be. And Jupiter is also there. So Jupiter is planet of generosity, luck, expansion, guru, religion or spirituality or law. Okay, so it's opposing Pluto in Aquarius. So Pluto wants transformation in community, in us, okay, as an individual or as part of our community. It wants to transform it so that it can endure for a while. Okay, and if it shakes something right now and it falls, or like if there's some structure in our community that is not as enduring, or that was built in false foundation, or in your close relationships, if it's built in false foundation, it will fall, it will break. Like, say your structure, the way that a building is built, if an earthquake comes and if the structure is not well placed or not built in a strong foundation, it will crumble down. Okay, so same as us, or who we say we are. And if it isn't rooted in a strong foundation, then it will crumble down. Or if it's the system that isn't rooted, or say if it's filled with corruption, it will be known and it will crumble down. Okay, and it is opposing Jupiter in the sign of of Leo, the self. Okay. So it's almost like this Pluto is demanding. It's demanding something from you, from yourself, because this demand is coming from community, from groups, from the world. Okay, it's demanding something from us. You feel like you feel the pressure of measuring up to the public demand, or to the public expectation, or because they need you, they need you to they need you to, so that it can transform the community that they are a part of. Okay, maybe because you're spiritual, you're a guru, you are a childlike, you have like inner joy, or this or you're creative, or you have a good sense of self. Okay, or you shine. Okay, or you command the room, or you have a voice, you have a strong voice, or you have warmth, or you have or people just or because you're a star, or because people like to be near you. Okay, because you're warm, or people likes to be around you because you're fun, you're like life of the party, you shine. Okay, or they just like to be around you, or maybe you're a child and you're just so cute. Okay, and they feel like you are what they need in their community. Okay, because they feel like they believe that you can evolve their community through your creativity, to your child, through your sense of self, or who you believe who you. Okay, what else? So that is creating a trine in the sign, in Neptune, a trine in Neptune in the sign of Aries. You feel like that kind of demand is in harmony when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to transcendence, to dreams, that you feel you are that you want to fight for, that you feel like can balance conflicts, that you feel like you need to consider spirituality when you take a role in leadership, because you feel like it is what is needed right now in transforming this community or group. Okay, or dreams, or creativity that is out of this world, or a creativity that has never been seen before, or a creativity or love or transcendental love that you feel like you will fight for till the end of your life. Okay, or till the next life. Okay, and what else? Okay, this is also creating a sextile in Uranus. Okay, Uranus in the sign of so there is constant communication, changes in communication, influx of information, over information, misinformation, too much information, but it is in sextile. So there could be constant spiritual communication that you guys receive every day, and or they could also feel like there's constant changes in information that you receive every day regarding transforming your community, or God, spirituality, self, kids, creativity, celebrities, living grand, luxury, innovation, communication, social medias, okay? Or you feel like all these topics, you feel like is the thing that you need to communicate in marketing, television, social media, to create a change in your community. Okay, what else? So Saturn is you guys could probably feel the effects of Saturn in Aries right now. They're, I want to say, wait, maybe there's gonna be a wave, okay? I want to say that we've already seen like one of the worst things that could happen in Aries, or Saturn in Aries, okay? So this were troubles in inertia, ignition, okay, or issues in energy, issues in fire, issues in heat. There's too much heat. You feel like the world is boiling, or like you feel like there's global boiling going on, like so much explosion. There's a lot of explosions, a lot of fire going on everywhere. The humidity could be rising. Changes in our climate is getting more hotter and hotter as time goes on, and or you also feel like there's issues regarding inertia, energy, ignition, or starting a car, vehicles, anything that like speeds up, like roller coasters, okay? That is Aries. Aries is like fast, like fire, or like ignition, or like lighter, okay, lighter, like that. A spark. Or there could be something going on during the dawn time, okay, like or you feel like an enemy can attack during daytime, or like first break of dawn, or first break of light, like an enemy, or or a military attack happens during those times. What else? That or you feel like there's issues regarding militaries, or people in positions of power, people in positions of authorities. You feel like your people of authorities are being challenged. This is because of the Pluto is demanding change, okay? It's demanding transformation that has been outdated, that is continuing to affect our community, okay? And it's demanding change, and it's going to be there for about less than 20 years, okay? So that's what it's also creating. And Uranus in Gemini is part of the problem, okay? It's creating a lot of influx of information, maybe something that has to pertain to cybersecurity, social medias, cyber criminals, issues in communications, telecommunications. But these are like sudden, okay? Sudden changes, okay? Sudden changes. And there could, and if Mars is there, but Mars is only going to be there for a while. So people are putting in more effort in communication, social medias, marketing. Dude, if they don't get this witch out of my eyes, man. Apparently this witch is jealous. Okay. It's jealous. It tries to memorize how I look, and it tries to create its spells by how I look, trying to damage my reputation, trying to do a lot of transgression against me, trying to threaten me, my life, my family, trying to mimic how I sound, trying to mimic how I look, trying to say things I never said for myself or about people by mimicking my voice, trying to mimic my life, trying to get money by using me, impersonating me, part of a cyber criminal group. Okay, so yeah, be aware. If anyone tries to pose as me, just know that that wasn't me. If you didn't hear it personally from me, then that wasn't me. Okay. Okay, what else is going on? So for this month, we have Venus is in the sign of Virgo. But also South Node is, well, South Node is finally living inside from Virgo. So you could feel, so maybe people collectively is feeling the shift of leaving something that they have always done in everyday life into, like, maybe there's a lot more people that are not, or that doesn't have any job, or that has completely changed the way that they do their everyday work, or has completely changed, like this is a complete change in your everyday task, your routine. Like, if you guys could see, like, you know, people like the people in war that has lost their home, okay, or like people that were victims of fire or flood or earthquake, like that has completely shifted their everyday life, okay, their routine, like that. Okay, you could feel like you had a complete change in what you do right now. Okay, so that is South Node. South Node is letting go of what you used to do. You are no longer doing what you used to do, like in your everyday life or your everyday routine. Like, this is everyone, okay, and you're not doing that anymore. You're doing something new, or you're doing something completely different. Okay, so the nodes are shifting to Aquarius. Okay, we're gonna be, and then the South Node is gonna shift to Leo, and starting right now and until March of 2028. Okay, so when South Node goes to Leo, that is like abandoning what we do for ourselves, and more like doing something in service to our community, what would be good for our community, for humanity, or since North Node is going to be more since The North Node is going to be in the Aquarius. We're going to be collectively as everybody. This is everybody. Um, we're going to be thinking about what would be best for our community, for our friendship, the structure that we are part of, institutions that we are part of, organizations that we are part of, groups that we are part of, and less about self. Okay, and less about self, because that's South Node. South Node is what we let go of, and North Node is what we embrace more of. But this too is a balance. This doesn't necessarily mean forget about your routine as how we did in South Node and Virgo. It didn't say forget your routine. It just says your routine is going to change, and based on what you are embracing more of, or spirituality, or based on what you're embracing more of in spirituality, that is the new routine you're going to have. Okay, so this is not completely forgetting what the South Node is in. This is letting go of what used to be into something new emerging. Okay, and so this is now having like a newfound self. You might not feel like you found a new self right now that you've gone letting go of what you used to do. Something changed in your everyday life that you are completely not doing anymore, but through this letting go of this routine, you discovered something else, and you discovered something new about yourself, and so now you're letting go of what you used to do, and you've discovered something else. Okay, and then this is what you're going to be doing more of, because you feel like it does more for your community, or you feel like you discovered something about yourself that you like to do because it makes your community feel a certain way, or because you feel like it's doing something for your community more, or you feel like you're doing something for the greater good. Okay, and then soon enough, this Sun and Jupiter is gonna have a conjunction in the sign of Leo. So collectively, you are letting go of something about your old self, but you're adapting a new self. So people are going to be leaning more into doing humanitarian efforts or activities, humanitarian aids, or humanitarian efforts towards the betterment of your community. And soon enough, North Node is going to conjunct Pluto. Okay, maybe next year. So right now, Mercury is in the sign of Cancer. It will soon move to Leo. But while Mercury is in the sign of Cancer, our communication in our mind and our intellect, the way we communicate, concerns things like motherland, homeland, home security, home stability, kids, family making, securing your home, assets. Okay, but that is creating a challenging aspect with Saturn in Aries. Saturn is Aries, like issues, issues with authorities. So authorities right now are facing a lot of issues. Okay, so are like people that are entrusted with power, entrusted with obligation, entrusted with responsibilities, and you know, they are being schooled by Saturn right now. Like Saturn is an old man, okay, or like an old person, or like an old soul, or like a, you know, maybe the oldest guy, or like the oldest mind, or like the or it could also, you know, give issues, a lot of issues in responsibilities in your being as an authority, or being like as the authority of your house, or the authority of your group, or wherever you hold your authority. Okay, yeah, like, yeah, this is happening in the world. Okay, you guys have seen like challenges in military, presidents, government. Those, we have a lot of issues. They, you know, it started a war. Okay, it started a lot of fire in the world, because it's also heat, debate, conflicts, because that's the sign of Aries, war, manhood. Okay, manhood. Who you say you are as a man? Who do you represent yourself to be at home as a man? Or masculinity, or issues with masculinity, or issues about asserting ourselves within ourselves. Okay, or issues regarding that. So soon enough it will go, so maybe our communication, our intellect, or the things that are concerning our mind right now, what we want to talk about, is creating a challenge, or how we communicate what we want with authorities, because we want to feel heard and understood regarding our home, our homeland, our security, our safety, our stability. We want to be heard by people in power, but it's creating a challenge, because they are too is having issues in asserting their positions, asserting their authority, and carrying out their duties. Okay, but in just a few days, it's going to create a harmonious communication with them and authority figures. And when Mercury moves to Mercury in Leo, you would feel like in just a few days you would feel like all the authorities that you were having like with, like, yeah, you don't understand me. Like, no, but I'm telling you, this is what we need. In just a few days, it like things will smoothen out. Okay, things will just click and things will fix itself. Okay, so just a few days, just hold it off. No fighting, just hold it off. Or if you want to fight, just fight, but like, not too much fighting. But you feel the connection pull you more in an easier aspect with one another. So just wait it out until Mercury moves to Leo. Then you guys could feel like, you guys feel like, what was that all about? What would I be so moody about those things? Okay, and you feel like you're more supportive about each other, yourself. That you feel like they get who you want to be, or who you want to be in positions of power, or who you want to be in positions of authority, or because you will feel like your mind or your communicating will now make sense. Like, oh, now we get it. Okay, now we get what you're trying to do. Or, yeah, okay. So in just a few days, things will make more sense. Yeah, okay. Like you guys will have more harmonious communication. Maybe, you know, like maybe respect will be there more after you guys understood why you're feeling sensitive, why you're feeling paranoid about your safety, why you're feeling paranoid about, you know, why you're demanding people in authority to hear why you demand safety, why you demand protection, why do you demand understanding at home. Okay, but things will smoothen out and everybody will loosen up, and then we'll have more fun, more childlike energy, more loose than tight, or like than, you know, to yourself. Like you could feel like you're walking out in the sunshine more, okay, rather than like staying in a nuke, or enjoying your cozy home. Okay, or you feel like you're putting yourself out there more. Okay, all right, I think that's all. So, okay, that's almost like an hour of talking about just astrology. Okay, well, let's get rid of cards, you guys, for the month of August. Okay. Okay, it's too much heat. Okay, you guys, let's start for Aries. For the sign of Aries, let's see what's coming in. If you have Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or stellium in Aries, or stellium in the first house, this reading is for you. Or if you're a cross-watcher, welcome all. What's coming in for Aries this month, for August 2026? Okay, Two of Wands, Four of Swords, Four of Cups. Maybe you guys are in Four of Swords energy. You feel like you just want to have some rest. You feel you just want to keep to yourself and just lay in your bed, read, watch TV. You just want some time on your own. You just want some time for yourself because you feel like you don't want to go anywhere else, or you feel like life right now is not presenting you a new path forward, or you feel like you're stuck in one path only, and or you feel like you're limited, or you feel like life is not showing you a new way right now, or a new way forward. Okay, things to yourself. You're not interested in any new offers that you're getting. Maybe someone want to ask you out and you're like, you're not really interested. All right. But you are in the lookout. Okay, you could be stalking someone on social medias. You wanting to know about somebody. Maybe you're researching. You could be remote viewing, or you could be watching someone from afar, or you're like trying to keep tabs on someone, or maybe this is regarding work. Okay, maybe this is regarding work. Maybe you're job hunting, or maybe you're looking for a new way to make money, or you could feel like you need to look out on anyone to guard what you're working on. Okay, or you're trying to look outside of your work to guard what you're working on. Okay, or you're trying to spy on somebody who is keeping to themselves. All right, or like who doesn't want to go out. Maybe you haven't seen them in a while and you're like, I wonder what they're doing, and then you see them like, oh, they're just by themselves, or oh, why they don't want to go outside. Why they don't want to play with me. And how come they're not at work? Oh, I wonder where they are. They're like, oh no, they don't go outside. Or you could feel like you want to snoop on someone while you are by yourself, or while you're in your room, and then you're just like, you want to know about someone. Okay, or you want to know what they do for work. Okay, you want to find somebody and want to know what they do for work. Or you could just be wanting to spend some time on your own, or and just put your nose to the grind. You're not really interested about accepting anyone else's invitation. You just want to keep to yourself and just keep working. Okay. What else is coming in for you this month, Aries? A soulmate. All right. What else is coming in for you, Aries? Is soulmate, or this could be pertaining to your soulmate. Okay, soulmate and persistence. Maybe you want to persist on attaining a soulmate, or you want to persist in working with your soulmate. Okay, or you want to persist in keeping a soulmate. Okay, or you're like, you want to persist on, yeah, you're like, you, even if they're keeping to themselves, you're still like snooping on them, and you're like, you don't really want to give up on them. Okay, like you think about them while you're at work, or you're trying to keep yourself busy with work just so you don't overstock them. Or so that you don't worry. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's see what else, like, who's coming in for you. Who else is coming in for you? Or what could you be dealing about? You could be dealing about brainwashing or religious brainwashing. So that is what is coming in for you for the month of August. What is coming in for you, or what could be coming in for you? I'm going to ask why. Why is that? To teach you to live lightly. To teach you to live lightly. Maybe when someone doesn't spend time with you, you think a lot, or you start to form accusatory questions, or your mind goes into spin, and you start like questioning on a loop. Okay. Also, there's a religious brainwashing going on, and this is teaching you to live lightly. Maybe you need to live life lightly. Now, don't think so dark, or don't think too, don't be too up in your head too much. Okay. And what else? What could be okay, what else is coming in? Okay, so this religious brainwashing is an experimentation or a research of some sort, or maybe they have to do an innovation, okay, and they're doing an experimentation or a research, or this is regarding about dreams, or it regards to someone's freedom, or it regards to the chase. All right, maybe someone wants to pursue knowledge or answers, or they're trying to seek some answers. Okay. What else? Okay, let's see what else is coming in. Okay, what is for, you say, why, what is their hidden intention? What is this for? What is this for? Either this is regarding a heartbreak, or this is to disappoint. This is to disappoint, or this is regarding a heartbreak, a disappointment, or a betrayal. Or this, or tension is not good, Aries. Okay, so watch out for what is coming for you in August. If this is regarding religious brainwashing, dreams, freedom, the chase, innovation, experimentation, or research, this might not be something favorable to you. Okay, so don't engage in this type of activities or topics. They might just want to end up wounding you or disappointing you, or get you in a tricky situation, sticky situations, or they're just doing that to harm you. Okay, or they're just trying to do that to get you in disappointing situations. Okay, and what could be like the external, in the external environment? They want to surprise you. Okay, it's not a good surprise. Or they just want to show up. Okay, someone wants to surprise you, someone wants to show up. Okay, someone wants to have an unexpected action. Okay. What is also going on around you? So these are in the external environment. Okay, so this is what's going on around you. A witchcraft also is what's going on around you. I was just talking about this with my eye. Okay, someone keeps like messing with, it's making my eyes itch. And someone is hexing. There's a spell or negativity around you, Aries. Okay, make sure that you stay out of these things. Okay, and emotions. Okay, emotions like waves in and out, crashing or unpredictable. It could just be emotions of people, and maybe someone or a witch is like toying with people's emotions, or it's like toying, or like it's almost like a puppeteer, or like a puppeteer, like someone wants to control everybody, or they want to pull the strings. This is to break your heart. Okay. Okay, can we ask why? They want it, why? Why spend so much time just trying to make someone feel horrible, or someone to feel bad about themselves? Why? Like, why would someone spend their time doing that? To free you from unnecessary worry. Oh, yeah, they just want to control you. They just want to control you, or whoever doing this religious brainwashing, or like an experimentation, or the chase. They're trying to chase, or to be cops. They just want to create like disappointing news to you, because you will be free at last. Okay, this person, maybe it's doing some witchcraft or whoever it is. They just want to cling on to people, and maybe they're addicted to control. Maybe they're narcissistic, um, um, or maybe they're sadistic, and they like to see people suffer. They like to see people being disappointed. They hurt people's feelings, okay? Or it doesn't look like they want to be careful with your heart, or they don't feel like they want to take care of your emotions, okay? It doesn't have to be a romantic partner, okay? It could just be someone who could be against your romantic partner, or it could just be, or someone who just want to oppose you for no reason, maybe a hater, okay? Let's see, why are they doing it? Why are they doing it? Why would they want to cause a disappointment in life? Why are they doing that? Because you will be free at last. So maybe they just want to cling on to you and toy with you to fulfill a fantasy. Okay, fantasies. Yeah, they just want to watch shit go down, or they enjoy the gossip. They just enjoy the gossip. Okay, this person wants to create gossip in your life. Okay, that's all there is. Don't pay attention to them. Okay, and then what else? What does this person has to say to you? Or how is this person currently feeling towards you? Or someone, like, how does this person currently feels towards you? Let go. So this person wants you to let go, but they want to control you. Maybe they want to control your soulmate. Maybe they want to control your life. Maybe they want to interfere with what you love. They want to interfere with your life, okay? Maybe they want you to let go of somebody, but you're like, no, we're in love. Okay, what do they want to tell you? They want to tell you, I left because you told me to. Sex. Okay. Guys, excuse my yawning. I don't know why I feel sleepy. Just too early for that. Okay, let's get on to your advice, Aries. Oh, actually, let's do what's their plan of action? They feel like they need to make this could be pertaining to two people, or you could be dealing with a soulmate and then someone who wants you to let go of them, or someone who could be stalking you, maybe because we have a page of swords here, or who could be stalking your soulmate and you. Okay, so you could be dealing with a lot of things here: experimentation, research, chase, brainwashing. So maybe this is your soulmate who is needing to make a difficult decision or on the verge of making a decision, okay, or they don't know what to do. About a Page of Cups, okay, maybe this is your child, okay, this is your child or a child, okay, someone is needing to make a decision about a child, and they feel like they need to tame or discipline someone, or to discipline their child. Maybe they're babysitting, maybe they could be babysitting, or they're almost trying to dim, they're trying to dim someone's light. It's like they're trying to tame someone's light or someone's optimism, or they're trying to control someone's optimism, or maybe the child's optimism, someone's ability to shine, because this is the sun, but it's almost they're like trying to control it. Okay, it's like shut up, or like make yourself smaller. Okay, like if someone is trying to control them, or someone is telling them to be less than who they are, you can't tell the sun to be less. The sun will shine no matter what, okay? You can't tell someone to be less happy. You can't tell someone to be less shiny. You can't tell someone to be less creative. You can't tell someone to be less attractive. You can't tell someone to be less of a star than they really are. You can't. You're just gonna get burnt, okay? Yeah. That's what happens. An upheaval. If they try to do that. Okay? If they try to do that, it will backfire on them. Or it's going to create a shake-up. Okay, it's gonna backfire. Oi. Yeah. Okay. Let's ask for advice now. Let's do advice. Oh, actually, I want to do... Okay, this could be your advice. What is going on with Aries and their person? Yeah. Okay. You feel like someone has bad intentions? You feel like someone has bad intentions? Okay, this could be them, or this could be another person. You feel like someone has bad intentions, or they could be predatory, or they have a predatory charm. They have a manipulative aim, and they have a dark undercurrent. They have a dark undercurrent. Okay, maybe someone around you, or yeah, because look at, why are they doing this? Why are they trying to brainwash religiously, or why are they trying to chase with maybe they're chasing, or maybe they're making authorities go after you, or maybe there's an authority that is trying to get in between you and your life, or there could be a research or an experimentation about dreams, and you feel like this is bad intention. This is wanting to hurt you, wanting to hurt your feelings, make you feel disappointed, and it's not good for you because they have predatory charm. They have bad intentions. Okay, but you also have a soulmate here in the month of August, and maybe this is a relationship they've had, and there's like a reciprocal support that you have, aligned values, daily connection. Okay, so focus on the relationship that works. Okay, the relationship that has always been there, not on anyone that is coming through to you right now, because if you're already feeling that they have bad intentions, then they have bad intentions. Relationships are not that complicated, okay? If this person is a good person, they don't make you feel this way, okay? What else? Yeah, someone is searching for answers. Maybe that's why someone is stalking you, or like some authority could be like lurking in, searching for answers. Your mind chased clarity that never arrived. So maybe all this brainwashing is making you think. Now you feel like you also have to search for your own answers. Maybe that's why you feel like you have to lurk in what someone is doing for work, okay? Or what they're currently working on right now, because they haven't replied to you, or maybe they haven't hanged out with you. You're like, why are they not spending time with me? Let's do it. So now you want to search for answers. Like your mind chased clarity that never arrived. Yeah, like you, maybe they haven't hanged out with you in a while because they want to keep things to themselves. Maybe because this person has not have a new beginning in their life, and maybe they just want to seclude themselves because maybe like life is not giving them the opportunity to move forward in their life, or they feel like they are being deprived of a new start in their life, or a new way forward, or a new direction in their life, okay? And you feel like they've been distant, okay? And you feel like they've been distant, and that's what makes you kind of like want to look into them and see if they're okay, okay? And you feel like love wasn't returned. Maybe you texted them and you're like, hey, how are you doing? And maybe right now they just want to go off grid. You feel like love wasn't returned. What you gave was never matched. What you gave was never matched. Okay. Alright. Let's close in your reading for advice. Creativity. We, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whisper of love inside your heart as we communicate with you through feeling and emotion. Let go of fear and apprehension and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Have fun and allow the inner child within you to express your true essence. All is valid, okay? All is valid. Okay. I feel like I need to pull more cards. I said I was gonna make this reading short, but I like reading cards, okay? What else? Okay, let's see what else. Religious factors. So this is the second time religious brainwashing. So maybe you could be concerning someone who is very religious, who is very spiritual. Okay, So religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, you could feel like there's religious factor that is contributing to your connection. You might feel like there is a disconnect because your person could be seeking spiritual answers, or maybe they're going through a spiritual quest. They're going through they're seeking spirituality. They could be seeking spirituality, or you could feel like your partner has become a pilgrim all of a sudden, or like there's like a complete change in what they want in life, or maybe this has to pertain about their spiritual path. Okay, this has to pertain with their religious upbringing, or maybe a spiritual path is being shown to them, or they feel like that's the road that they are currently taking, and maybe you've never considered it, or maybe you've never seen that side of them, and you don't know how to approach them, or maybe you don't know how to be there, or maybe you're looking for ways that you could be there for them in their new venture of spirituality, or if they want to continue on that path. Okay, because maybe they're being called to something else. Okay, because I feel like spirituality is something that we practice on our own, you know? Well, some people do, but like maybe you've seen something in someone that they quietly practice on their own, but you've never really seen them like bring it up, or maybe they bring it up to you sometimes, but they don't really like talk about it a lot. But maybe it's just something that they talk about in private, or maybe it's sacred for them. Maybe it's something that a communication that they only share with themselves and God, and then themselves and to people that they are their audience. Okay, so maybe a religious factor is a factor in your connection. Okay, all right, what else? Let's see. A question for you, Aries. What does the Holy Spirit want you to ask yourself? You got Jasmine meaning sensuality, spirit, or hope. Okay, what parts of you are longing to be touched by beauty again? What parts of you are longing to be touched by beauty again? Maybe you're longing for someone. Maybe you're missing someone. Maybe you miss someone. Maybe you're thinking about what would it be like to be near them again, or what would it be like to be if they're there, like close to you. Maybe you hear some music and it reminds you of them. In that music somehow, even if they're not there, it makes you guys feel closer with one another. Alright, Okay, that is all I have for you, Aries. I'll see you again in my next reading. Bye, loves you. Thank you for being here. Okay, I want this to be like a one-time recording, but I don't know why I'm sleeping now. Let's do Taurus, okay? I think this witch is a Taurus. It doesn't like to be read. Could be a Leo also. And it makes me sleepy. It makes me sleepy. And it gets too jealous. That's the only thing I don't like about this witch. Okay, well, not the only thing. Actually, I don't like that it's stalking me. I don't like that it likes to get in my business. I don't like that. It likes to get in between my life, my love life, likes to get in between me and my life. Okay. It makes me slow. It like slows down my time, slows down my progress. It wants me to just sleep and not do my work. Okay, it wants to interrupt me. Anyways, okay, I do want to continue your reading tours. Okay, it's just this bitch is getting into me. Okay. It's getting between me, my love, my money, my life, my family, and everything. Okay, I'm gonna try to be awake. Okay. Okay, let's see what's coming in for Taurus. It's like it's too early to be sleepy. Okay, what is coming in for Taurus? You have the Star and a Four of Cups. Either there needs to be healing that needs to take place in your situation, but you are reluctant or being dismissive about this healing that needs to take place in a situation, or you feel like you're being snouty or you're being pouty because there's someone else. Okay, or maybe you're on a date, but there's someone else who is better looking, better at things, better how to do things, or maybe they're a star. A lot of people admire them, or like maybe they're popular in your community, but it makes you feel sour, or it makes you feel like you don't want to get along with this person, or like it makes you feel like you want to be by yourself, or you want to separate yourself from the crowd and you want to stay in your own room. Okay, and you are reluctant, or you are refusing to to let this healing take place in a situation. Okay, let's see what else is going on for this month. We have a contrast. We have a bird. There's two birds, but they're both different. Okay, there's two birds. There's a contrast that I see here. Here we have a very colorful, magnificent, vibrant bird that is full of gratitude. That always is grateful for what is have. That that rarely complains about things. Okay. And you have another bird. They're both birds, but they're different birds. Okay, this bird is a raven. Okay, it's dark. It has no color. But it's for mysticism, mystery. Raven to deal with. It can be alone, but it can also be in a group. But this one is clever, and this one could just be carefree. This one is more calculating, and this one is more maybe upbeat, happy-go-lucky, or like maybe as unaware, or maybe and raven could also be strategy. Or this could also be creativity, color, music, vibrance. Or this could also be like intellect, calculating, like that, strategy, like that. Okay, so that's what's coming in for you for the month of August. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, what else? What else is going on? Oh my goodness. To see. Bodyguard. Maybe you need a bodyguard. Special intelligence. So that, oh, that makes sense. Raven. Strategy and intellect. So a defender could be coming in for you, or you could be dealing with a special intelligence or a bodyguard. Okay. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see what else. What else is taking place? What else is coming in for you? could you be dealing with? Moonlight, perfect, timeless, mysterious, rainbow, hope, beauty, and crossing. So we're gonna ask why this could be coming in for you. This could be a who or a what. Let's see why they're coming in for you. And special intelligence. Or you could be encountering these people in your life. So for the month of August, these are going to be the topics that you're going to be dealing with or going to be encountering for the month of August. Okay, let's see why is there special intelligence here? Why is there intention? Why? Or there could be a star that is like wanting to keep to themselves. To make your heart feel at home. To make your heart feel at home. To make your heart feel at home. It should be. It should feel at home. Why shouldn't it? Yeah. Have you been making someone feel cool? Alright, to make your heart feel at home. Okay, make them feel at home. Oh, to make your heart feel at home. Maybe there's a moonlight or perfect, timeless, mysterious. To make your heart feel at home. Is that it? Because there needs to be some healing that needs to take place. Why is the rainbow or moonlight here? To make you believe in magic. To make you believe in magic. Why is to make your heart feel at home? To make you believe in magic. Okay. Because you are walking into light. Okay, so that is what is coming in, or who is coming in for you this August. Okay, see how it fits. Okay, what? Okay, we already asked them their motivation, or why they're coming into your life. What is their motivation? Why how are they feeling? Okay, now we're gonna ask them how they're feeling. Special intelligence. How is this special intelligence feeling, or this bodyguard? Anger. Special intelligence feels anger, or the bodyguard feels anger. What about this rainbow, hope, beauty, crossing, and perfect, timeless, mysterious moonlight? What are they feeling? Protect your feelings against the perfect, timeless, mysterious. so afraid of the moonlight. Why its perfect timeless, mysterious. The hope, beauty, and crossing. Why are you afraid of it? How can something perfect live? Why do you feel like you need to protect your feelings from them? What'd you do? What did you do, Taurus? Okay. Let's see what is coming in. What is going on around you? What are the external factors? Okay. Okay. What are the external factors? What else is going on around you? Okay. What else is going on around you aside from this? What is going on around you, Taurus? There's a feeling of being trapped, okay? Or someone feels trapped, someone feels stuck, someone feels locked down, or someone feels like they're in a mental prison or a captive, okay? And there could also be a call or a communication that is playing a part in this situation. Maybe hearing from conversations, talking, unblocking. There's also love around you, okay? This is unconditional compassion, a genuine and a union. Okay, Taurus. It is what is going on around you, okay? There's something good here that's around you, Taurus, but I don't understand why the poutiness. Why the poutiness? Do you just want to be around people that are not gonna be good for you? Is that it? Because you feel like this, you have someone good around you, but yet you don't want to receive it well. You don't want healing to take place. You kind of just You know that song by Tyler? Yeah, but she goes like this, but like in a playful way. But here, I feel like you're being pouty because I don't know. Someone else looks like they're stealing the shine, or like more attention is gravitating towards over there, and you're like, okay, you guys can go over there. I'll just keep here to myself. That's not a very good look, Taurus. Okay. Like why do you feel you need to protect your feelings from this person? They just want to make you believe in mystery, in magic, in something that nobody else knows, or like something that sparks wonder. Okay. Alright, what else? Okay, what's their plan of action? What about this? this bodyguard or this special intelligence is angry. I think you did something bad towards you. You've been very, very bad. This person feels angry. Okay. Special intelligence or bodyguard feels angry, but they just want to make. Okay, what's their plan of action? Wanting to betray, wanting to hurt, maybe wanting to hurt your feelings, or wanting to get back at you, or like maybe wanting to break your heart, wanting to like say something nasty to you, or like wanting to break your heart, or wanting to disappoint you, wanting to betray you. What about this moonlight? Timeless, perfect, and mysterious, that you need to protect your feeling wrong, or like the one that want to make you believe in magic. What's their plan of action? Why are they coming towards you? Queen of Wands. They feel like they are feeling themselves. They're feeling their most confident self. They are feeling like they need to. They're putting themselves out there. They're putting themselves in the spotlight. Or oh, that's them. Taurus, I'm feeling a lot of envy from you or jealousy, because there's a person that is shining, and this person is either feeling good about themselves, or is confident about who they are, or is not shy getting in front of the camera, or putting their talents out there, or this person is a go-getter. This person is likes to put themselves out there, and and see what happens for them. Okay. What else does this person? Okay, what else does this person wants to say? What does the Queen of Wands wants to say? I am in so much pain. Maybe they're in so much pain. Maybe it's a witchcraft. Maybe yeah, maybe they're in so much pain. They think you are very special. They want to manifest you, and they want to say to please give them time. I've never felt this way before. What about the special intelligence? What do they want to tell you? Be more selfish. Bottom of the deck, there's a torchlight, or also or courage. Symbolizes courage, challenge, or breakthrough. Or there could be like cops or detective around you. Okay, what else? Second guessing yourself. You doubted yourself more than the situation. You doubted yourself more than the situation. Oh, now you're like, oh shit, like was it me? Like now you're getting to that space of like, oh shit, was it me? Was it my Like you're getting to that kind of like thinking. Now you're second guessing yourself because maybe you've seen how things played out, and now you're like, oh no, what did you do, Taurus? What is it? Because there's finally a healthy love around you? Have you been around toxic people that whenever a healthy love comes in, you feel like, oh no, you're doubting it because it's just too good to be true? Okay, healthy love, respect replace confusion. Respect replace confusion. You have healthy love around you. Ah, there it is. The poutiness, unspoken resentment, unspoken feelings grew louder over time. Loud as in loud, you can hear everywhere. Unspoken resentment. Healthy distance, okay, maybe this distance between the two of you is necessary. Space reveals what closeness hides. Let's get to your advice. Trust. Okay, you are looking at a situation from a purely physical perspective, and therefore you cannot see the bigger picture and the blessings interwoven within this event. We, your angels, urge you to trust, for all will work out in the best way possible. Let go of your fear and apprehension and allow God's healing energy to flow to you. Trust, for all will heal in ways you never thought possible. What else? Okay, Taurus, I want you to listen to this question. This is what the Holy Spirit wants you to ask yourself, okay? And I want you to think about this question and see what answers arise from you, okay? And see what the Spirit wants to ask you. Licorice root, meaning sweetness, voice, and nervous ease. How can your words bring softness to yourself and others? How can your words bring softness to yourself and others? Maybe you need to talk with some tender, loving care, okay, right now to those around you. Okay, all right, Taurus. I'm for some reason I'm being very sleepy. Okay, maybe after reading for the rest of the zodiacs in a little while. Okay. So that is all my message for you right now, collective. And we'll continue this reading. Okay. Okay. Alright, Taurus. I believe you're here. Thank you again for tuning into my live. I'll get back on here in just a little while. Okay? Alright. I'll see you again.